So fire damage restoration is a process of restoring your property from any type of fire, whether it's electrical, something happened in the garage that started a fire, a kitchen fire. I would say those are probably the three most common. Another common cause of fire damage is improperly using electrical extension cords or space heaters. So we recommend obviously making sure you're using those things appropriately, but the restoring piece of this is getting your property back to pre-damage condition and up to code. That's an important piece. So the fire damage process is similar in a lot of ways to like working with the insurance companies and documenting everything properly, but there's multiple components to it. Depending on how big the fire was, you might have fire trucks out there dumping a lot of water on your property. So not only do you have to rebuild your property, you also now need to dry it out. You need to remove the smoke and odor and the soot. And then you need to also probably get content cleaning and restoration. Couches may be salvageable, furniture, clothing, things like that may be salvageable. And we can do that in-house here, where it's really a three-step process now of you have multiple different claims, because you need to dry it out before you can start rebuilding it. You need to handle your contents appropriately. We document them and inventory everything so that rest assured everything's in good hands. So once we kind of get it dried out and start get all the damaged debris and things out of there, then we can begin scoping the project, see what's all damaged. Is there any structural damage to the trusses or the exterior walls, anything like that? Once we identify that, we can figure out the scope of what's needed to rebuild your project and rebuild your property to get you back in there as quickly as possible. It's important to hire a professional company to do this rather than try and clean your kitchen yourself. A lot of times the smoke and soot and odors will linger. I don't think most people are going to be trying to do a fire damage restoration process on their whole house if the whole thing is affected, but making sure that the proper documentation is done, making sure that the people are certified so that they're taking the proper precautions and they're not skipping any corners on rebuilding your property. I think that's really important because you're going to need to get inspections and approvals and things like that, and you don't want to be going back and opening up walls if you've done something wrong. So hiring a company that's done this before multiple times, I think is highly recommended, and we've done it. We're ready to help you.